digital euro on the XRP ledger has recently received formal European approval, confirming that the price of XRP has been fixed at more than $50,000. Indeed, this report was only made public a few days ago, and we are sharing it with you all because XRP has been authorized for use in European payments, and Ripple is now a part of the digital euro project, a large-scale endeavor to replace the euro with XRP for all financial transactions. So much so that, for the first time in Coinbase global exchange history, a significant price malfunction happened immediately after this revelation, with Binance pricing XRP at 17,415 euros, exactly what you see on the screen. Just a few months ago, HSBC, the biggest bank and financial institution in Europe, declared that they were prepared to employ XRP for quicker international payments. Naturally, this is the biggest bank in Europe, and it has used triple XRP for international payments as well as the CTF token, which is the payment reward system on the XRP ledger. Thus, this biggest European bank has essentially incorporated the full XRP ledger ecosystem. Referring once more to the confirmed price of $50,000 that Europe has set for XRP. Before we dive straight into the video, we would like to make the announcement that everyone who hits the like button, leaves a comment, subscribes, and most importantly, signs up on Uphold using my link in the description will receive $100 for free, which they can use to purchase more XRP. Once more, if XRP. He is literally going to $50,000 since that is the amount that has been set. And you can get yourself a 100x CRP even if you have more than $50 million. That leaves generational wealth. Once more, take your time. It won't take more than 5 minutes. Sign up for Apple using the link I provided in the description, complete the transaction, and receive your free money. Well, let's get straight to the video. The current price of CRP is $2.21. which has dropped by roughly 2.22% over the past day. Let's examine XRP's actual rating, which was 90 out of 100% according to BENX, 81 out of 100 according to Security, and 96 out of 100 according to DEX Tools. Its market value is $128.1 billion USD, its supply is $100 billion USD, its circulating supply is $59.4 billion USD, and its volume over the past 24 hours has increased by 27% to $3.7 billion USD. Because we are witnessing institutional adoption firsthand, we examine it. XRP is the greatest digital asset for payments, according to a recent analysis published by BRICS nations. This is the report, BRICS, Internal Economics, and this is what you will see if you visit the page. The contract promises that funds will be available at the time of execution in 2021. And it sort of emphasizes through the specifics that XRP will outperform SWIFT. SWIFT is one of the U.S. influence control barriers. It even emphasizes how they no longer desire U.S. technology, preferring to use XRP, the XRP ledger, due to its decentralized nature rather than SWIFT. And with all of the taxes and penalties currently being placed on Russia, that makes sense. Not only that, but each of the BRICS countries has stated that they intend to use the Ripple cooperation to create a worldwide CBDC, or central bank digital currency, on the XRP ledger. In the next few seconds, we will have the evidence to support the claim that Ripple has ties to all of the BRICS countries. We'll start with Brazil. On August 18, 2022, Ripple announced the Crypto On-Demand Liquidity Services in Brazil Bank, confirming a significant collaboration with Travelex, the biggest digital bank, to launch the product that enabled international payments and transactions between Brazil and Mexico. Next up is Russia, the second biggest of the BRICS countries. Putin, the president of Russia, declared that the dollar is losing its worldwide significance in an objective and irrevocable process, declaring their intention to work with their partner Ripple Labs to develop a central bank digital currency, or CBDC, on the XRP ledger. Indeed, a comprehensive report has verified that the Russian government has selected Ripple's blockchain as the sole platform on which the Russian CBDC, in collaboration with the Federal Bank of Russia, would launch the XRP ledger. We are not finished yet. as India is another significant member of the BRICS countries. In fact, the third letter, I, stands for India Ripple, which powers the Indian Bank Digital Rupee project. Since it means that billions upon trillions of more money will be coming into the XRP ledger, this is obviously very significant news. However, because we look at this, we're going to proceed. Another significant player on the XRP ledger is China. In actuality, cryptocurrency company Ripple uses a globalized Chinese collaboration to penetrate the Chinese market. This collaboration is so extensive that despite XRP being the only cryptocurrency available in Asia, China had all other cryptocurrency exchanges and all other cryptocurrency assets besides XRP. In fact, it enabled Ripple to process XRP payments, opening up a $1,070 billion 0 cents market for e-commerce in China. Another enormous accomplishment. One thing that we can all see is that more and more businesses are joining the XRP ledger as it becomes more globalized, and by embracing XRP as a whole rather than just one country or one nation, BRICS is actually determining that price. You're talking about the BRICS as a whole, which includes almost all of the most prosperous nations. However, we cannot overlook the enormous nation of South Africa. According to the African Blockchain Report 2022, more than 13 African nations, specifically the South African Standard Bank, are already attempting to use and integrate XRP with Ripple Labs. Furthermore, a report claims that because Africa has already made great strides in recent years, the opportunities for digital payment service providers like Ripple are enormous. There is still a lot of potential. However, it is anticipated that electronic payments would increase by 20% to $40 billion, 0 cents, by 2025 alone. Additionally, XRP will be the cryptocurrency and Ripple Labs will be the company at the forefront. Again, when we look at this, we can't really see that there are other tokens on the XRP ledger outside the XRP digital asset. In actuality, the XRP ledger contains more than $1.25 quadrillion, which should enable range beginning the following month or on May 1. About 100 million transactions will be made on the XRP ledger every day for this one. In fact, according to the leading cryptocurrency analyst, only 1% of people worldwide will be able to purchase XRP, which might rise to over $35 0 cents per unit in the next weeks. The CTF token is really the most prominent DeFi token on the XRP ledger. It is actually the most popular token in terms of DeFi and payments, and both Amazon and Walmart have already been onboarded. Now, folks, look at this. More than $300,000, 0 cents, to $400, 0 cents has been verified by numerous specialists. With only a $20 billion 0 cents market cap, the CTF token, the payment award token of the XRP ledger that operates alongside XRP, is predicted to rise from $0.52 to over $748, 0 cents per token, which is again incredibly cheap. This could happen at any time, particularly, and a significant supply shock for the CTF token has been confirmed, which is said to actually skyrocket from that 50 cents to over $748, 0 cents, and that they're going to burn over 1 million CTF tokens literally next month. We must now remember once more to understand and view this video, which verifies all of the facts. What does that signify, though? We're discussing the possibility of creating generational wealth by turning $1,000 into $1 million. In other words, this token, which